6:23, we are counting down to the first presidential debate of 2024 later tonight. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump will meet on a stage in Atlanta at 9 o'clock. And you'll remember they debated each other twice back in 2020. And this is the first time in U.S. history a former president will debate a sitting president.
Yeah, quite extraordinary times. Jared Hill is live in Atlanta ahead of round one this year. Jared, thanks for joining us. We saw some fireworks, of course, between these two men 4 years ago. So the rules are a little different this time around.
Yeah, the rules are a little different, guys, in order to try and avoid some of those fireworks. And we're talking about things in particular, like the fact that there's no studio audience going to be there. Everything that you're going to see is the reaction from folks at home. That's going to be the only reaction you see. The other difference is that there is this mute button that is going to be able to be utilized so that when one person is not supposed to be speaking, their mic will be off. The question, though, is going to be how much spillover you can hear because, again, these two candidates are only going to be a couple of feet from each other during this debate, and presumably you might be able to hear a comment or see a smirk or a sort of facial remark as someone else is speaking.
Certainly a big moment in this campaign. Polling shows, Jared, that most voters already have their minds made up when it comes to the election. What can either candidate do tonight to change people's minds?
So according to the experts in all of this, guys, and I've talked to a couple of them, they say there's not a ton that either one of these candidates can do to change a voter's mind, to bring them over to their side. Really, the name of the game at this point is turnout, right? Trying to get anyone who might have sat at home on the couch on November 5th when Election Day comes around, trying to get them to get a bit more excited and actually turn out to vote. There is the possibility that some of these undecided voters, and there really aren't that many of them, some of them potentially could be swayed by what they hear tonight during the debate. And so on one side, we're hearing former President Trump's team saying that they want him to really focus on things like immigration as well as crime. Meanwhile, President Biden is hoping to hit home the argument that former President Trump is too dangerous to go back into office, also that he would cut taxes for the wealthy and that he would continue to erode abortion rights. Again, trying to find any way that they can to get into some of these voters who otherwise might sit at home.
All right. Jared Hill, we will be watching. Thank you. Jared's joining us from Atlanta. Thanks, Jared.
Thank you.
And remember, you can watch tonight's debate live right here on WUSA 9. It will be streaming live on the free WUSA 9 Plus app for Roku, Fire TV, and most streaming platforms as well. And then stay tuned for WUSA 9 News at 11 and Get Up DC tomorrow morning as we will verify some of the claims made during tonight's debate.